So how's your, and I know you you mentioned to me before you had some lingering issue with your lower back for quite some time.
Yeah, it's on the side, this side, my right side, and ironically, coincidentally, it is the side that I have, my foot is a lot flatter on the right side, and I just watched some videos of me doing like a bridge, for example, just like the jiu-jitsu
right. I saw
bridge.
that video.
And I don't curl my toes at all. So just by doing the towel curls, I feel like I can control some of the pain. It's like I have a theory that maybe I just had bad, mechanics on my right foot, and it kind of, translated up. But like I said, I told you, I've done a lot of I'm a strength coach. I've done every single thing in the world. I've done core bracing, chiropractic, acupuncture, moving around. And really, it wasn't until I was able to curl my toes that I felt like, okay, this might actually be like a permanent solution as opposed to, temporary fixes. And,
Right.
Also coincidentally, I have this soreness in my toes that are like, it just doesn't go away, So what I think is happening is I've never actually been able to do that, and there's some neurological stuff going on.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the fascia and the fascia chain and how the connection from the feet to the glutes and to the entire body is what really, I guess, the next generation of training, because a lot of people I know like a lot of these content within the strength training area, which talks about the sliding filament theory, which is how the muscle contracts, right? But it doesn't really mention how fascia is involved in that process. So there is actually 3 layers of fascia that enshrouds your muscle tissues. So, but all this ties down to your feet. Your feet actually tells your body and your organs what type of condition, living condition, and the environment you are in, and your body, what's necessary for your body to do to survive in that environment. So it's critical to understand this. And when you tie this into Tai Chi, because one of the foundational training for Tai Chi is really gripping the foot, but there was no research on exactly how you do it. So my method is really reverse engineering that. And once you actually train your feet the proper way, your feet start to morph. There is a neurological metamorphosis that happens so that your feet will start to look like some of these elite athletes in the world. And along the process, the functionality of your body improves. Your body becomes more fascial driven rather than muscle driven. So it's
yeah, I'm a pretty muscle driven guy. You could probably tell. I'll just say I get fatigued pretty easy, as opposed to, I know people who can wrestle every day, forever, and they don't get fatigued. But I'm using muscle, and that's it's pretty normal. I came from bodybuilding, so it kind of,
right.
I tried to understand like the fascia stuff. I read Thomas Meyer's book, like 10 years ago. I didn't understand a thing. And then there's like other camps of people that always say like, oh, fascia, it's something that we don't really know anything about, so don't listen to it. It's just like, I don't know. So I need to I've decided over time that I need to just experience everything for myself and come to my own conclusions. So
when the foot, especially the midfoot near the arc area, when that area is not stable, the body will try to find the next stable joint. Right. So it's either going to be your ankle, or you're going to be your knee, or you're going to be your back. All right. And also what you will notice that your ankle should lock up, that you cannot spray in any way. You cannot invert or evert your foot, your ankle.
Yes, cannot do either.
Okay, good. All right, now we're going to relax your knee a little bit and lift your heels without losing tension in your feet. Okay, we're gonna be on your ball of the foot. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna hold that position. I'm starting my timer. Just hold that position.
Okay.
Good. Concentrate, maintaining the tension in your feet.
It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, later on this will be super easy.
I can feel only on my right side, my right foot, tension there.
That's
it's a
okay.
weakness.
Mm-hmm. Concentrating your feet.
Yeah, I mean, this is already pretty hard, especially on my right foot, side that I have a problem with.
Right, that side is weaker, I can tell. And rest.
Okay. The significant different feeling on my right foot than my left. Feels like my left foot is actually, absorbing the force properly, and the right foot is fatiguing sooner than it needs to. And also just I can just feel like a dysfunction, basically, is probably the best way I can put it.
Right. Okay. And what is the upstream sensation you have? Do you feel any calves or hamstring or glutes?
I feel it in the glutes on this side, on my right side, and on the left side, I feel in the upper calf.
Upper calf. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale 1 to 10, how much do you feel in the glutes?
I'm gonna say like a 4 on my right side and probably like a 2 on my left side.
Okay.
But there's definitely some absorption problem here on my right side, because I can feel like slight knee. I wouldn't say it's pain, but it's just like, I wouldn't even say it's discomfort. It's just like fatigue, fatigue around all these muscles.
Right.
Just I feel like I'm just not used to absorbing force on my right foot. Like if I were to just do single leg hops, it would probably look like complete crap.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna definitely try that later. All right. The second exercise we're gonna do is the marbles. We're gonna get 5 marbles on a towel.
The marbles are just regular size marbles. This side really sucks.
We're gonna
right
do
here.
right.
This part is getting.
After the marbles, we're gonna do a fascial stretch that will help you. So fascia has a lot of stretch receptors, but if you just stretch it normally and you don't have the fascial web tension, it almost does nothing.
Right.
So,
I've kind of given up on stretching, probably because of that. All right, getting real fatigued with my right foot.
Yeah, we're the last one now. So we know how weak it is, and we know where we're gonna be. So when we compare, we know there's gonna be significant differences.
This right foot it's just so weak. Barely stand anymore. All right, that's it. That was 10.
Okay. All right, good.
Oh,
now,
man.
And rest.
Feels like the right side is gonna like collapse compared to the left.
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel after the hops?
I feel good. I feel like just, I'm like 200 pounds, so it's, hopping in general is. I wish I was, in high school still. I was 170. I could backflip and do all kinds of stuff, but now it's humbling to be fatigued so bad from just single leg hop.
Yeah, it's not the traditional hop either, so it's gonna be harder. All right.